Ready? Believe basketball. Coach John.
John Nathan.
You want to tell them my full name?
Nah.
Go ahead, throw the middle name in there too, Gabriel.
That's not my name.
Coach John, Coach G. I got it. Today we have a question from two people, similar questions. This is, you say that.
Pretty sure that's Tiago.
He thinks it's Tiago. I know the numbers, 2615, I know that. The question is, can you make a video about dealing with pressure defense as a point guard? A quick guide for less experienced guards. That's such a great question. Then we also have a question from a guy named Proto360. I didn't need help with that one.
Yeah, that's pretty
He
good.
says, hey coach, he's talking to me. Can you please make a video about handling the ball under pressure and to stop being nervous?
There's two of us here.
He's talking about me though.
Been here longer.
That's true. All right, we got just a thing for you. Handling pressure as a point guard and not being nervous. So no, you go, you take this one. Show them how it's done, Coach Gabriel.
I will say this, the only way to get experience handling pressure is to be put in pressure.
Get fouled.
That too. So,
actually before that, what we used to do coming up,
I was about to say that.
I got him, man.
Go ahead.
We used to always like guard each other off the court. We'd be going in the mall shopping for sneakers and fouling each other. Literally.
I was not about to say this.
Literally, I'm going all the way back. We'll be trying on the shoe, somebody gets up, walk around, and G be like, yeah, I got you. Yeah, what's up, D up? That, we're always so, yeah, we're playing around, but that playfulness carries over to the game. Like,
it do kind of.
my brother just slapped me in my face while I was dribbling or while I was putting a shoe on. Like, and then in the game, when somebody fouls me, I'm not looking for a foul call. I'm confident enough with the ball. I don't need a bailout.
And you a buzz hack.
Yeah, I'm really good at fouling. Ask all the people I train. I talk trash about the parents. I talk about their liabilities, everything. Yep, I see they're terrible students. They can have straight A's. You still suck. So I'm trying to get in here while I foul up in here.
We would play a lot of full court one-on-ones.
Yeah.
And just guarding as hard as we could.
Fouling, meaning on purpose. You're allowed to hand check. We're not calling hand checks.
And we were in middle school. You were
College. Siena.
Yeah, so we were getting, it helped me a lot to have the experience of, and we would play 2-on-1 a lot too.
I was a dog.
Yeah,
Mark.
so that like putting yourself in those situations always helps. And when you actually start playing like 5-on-5, when y'all are getting up up and down, coaches used to put, I remember Coach Rogers put a
Extra defenders,
he used to put an extra defender on at all times. So it's like I'm always constantly, he told me, you gotta break the press by yourself.
So in a nutshell, practicing like super difficult, super challenging makes the game that much easier, it becomes fun. So the logic should be, practice is hell, the game is heavy.
Because there's no drills that's gonna simulate pressure.
No.
Even you can imagine all the scenarios in your head you want until somebody actually gets in front of you.
Gets in your face,
is
fouls
guarding
you.
and figuring out.
I'm a great fouler.
Come on, man, that's that bad
Then some
stuff.
people pinch, some people pull you in, all that.
So
all
you
that.
gotta get used to like just being able to just stay calm first off. Just stay calm. And then you can start protecting the ball, putting the ball where it needs to be, certain angles and stuff like that. But mainly this is really just mentality and also like understanding what to do in the live reps. You gotta get live reps.
I was about to say too, like fundamental, let's say you don't have a partner to train with. You have to always practice every dribble move you do, having that free hand to practice protecting the ball, right? So notice when I was pressuring Coach G, he naturally just turned his body. I didn't have to say anything, it just goes straight to instinct. He's not even thinking about it. Because when you practice doing ball handling drills, let's say I had a wall in front of me. Every time I cross the ball over, I'm touching the wall. So right now I start off slow, all right, then I get comfortable, I go a little faster as I'm going, then I'll switch, I'll just go between the legs, touching, going back and forth, then switch legs, obviously. Do same thing behind the back, or I can double up my moves, cross between every time, and moving my hands forward every time I go when I'm moving, because this is how it's gonna be in the game. My free hand can't stay back like this. They're gonna be reaching, gambling for the ball every time. And the main thing is, like you said, staying calm, but two, allowing yourself to be in the moment. What if you lose the ball? What if they steal the ball? The very next decision you decide is going to dictate your momentum for the rest of the game. Are you going to give up? Because if you're going to give up, you just sub yourself out the game. You got to keep that confidence. Come hell or high water, mistakes, consistent mistakes. You got to think your way through it instead of getting flustered and pay attention to the data you have. Okay, I turned the ball over after my third dribble and I got bumped. Yeah, I got bumped. Ref could have called a foul, they didn't. I gotta be strong in that
happens a lot.
position. Instead of doing this, getting back on defense, you know how you do.
Yeah.
He hit me. And then your man goes and scores, or you get cussed out by your coach. Do better, guys. Stop being so emotional.
I want to tweak what I said. It's not that drills can't help you. It's y'all don't dribble enough and y'all don't dribble hard enough. You have to dribble the ball when you're doing your drills enough to lose the ball. If you watch Coach John, if you replay that back, go ahead, replay it. He lost the ball, got the ball right back. Like doing your drills hard enough to where you're actually losing the ball and you're still learning how to control the ball. At a certain point, you're going to be so confident in you dribbling the basketball, then you can actually start working on the small details of, okay, where's the defender's hand at? The defender's hand is here. That's where you work on all of that stuff in a live situation.
Right.
Understanding what angles to take, how to turn your body, not exposing the ball when you turn your body. A lot of times people do this and they're here and they're exposing the ball here.
Right, from behind, you can steal the ball. Or
here.
when you spin,
or when I spin and they
leave
drop
the ball
here.
behind, that's a steal going the other direction.
So there's like a lot of small little details that you got to learn how to handle pressure, where I'm bumping to get him off his mark, how I can learn how to use his momentum against him, get him to move. I'm gonna take it back a little bit, attack. Like all of the small nuances you learn in live action. But you should be also doing enough drills and handling the ball enough that
so here's another thing.
My fault, I gotta say this. You cannot be comfortable. Like once you learn that if you're dribbling the ball and you have it down to where you don't gotta look at the basketball, you can look on the floor, look at the rim, see everything that's going on. If you're not at that point, you're gonna struggle with pressure all the time.
Yep.
Because you can't see, you don't know what's going on.
And I was gonna say too, from this position, practice your moves from a disadvantage, right? Instead of always practicing your moves the same way every time facing them up, start from the side. So we're big on footwork. We tell you all the time, hezzy, their head off. So Coach G's pressuring me here, he's close. All right, he's pushing me. He doesn't care anything about my insurance policy. So I'm going here. Now, if I want to do it in and out, this is not realistic for me to try and turn and expose the ball to do it in and out. But what is realistic? If he's pushing me here and I go to step here, bounce and step, switch my feet to throw him off, now I can do anything I want to because I need to get a reaction out of him with my footwork before I start my move. So if you start all your moves based off your feet instead of with the basketball every time, you're gonna throw the defender off. Because automatically, think about it, there's contact, he's pushing me, right? So if he pushes me back, look what my feet's doing. And it's making him close that space to get closer. So now if I stand my ground here, if I look to spin, I'm not gonna spin slow, he's going for the basketball. I'm gonna move the ball first. Once I move the ball first, I'm pivoting on his closest foot to him, moving the ball first as I go, drop second, run through the ball, and automatically lift his hand. There's my protection. Naturally, that's what I do after every move. I'm looking to protect, right? So if I start off squared up, this way here, and then he closes the space, I feel uncomfortable, boom, automatically, I got this separation. He can run through to try and get the ball, it's gonna hurt. He's gonna run right into that, automatically. I didn't throw an elbow, I put my hand straight here, and that lets me know, okay, he's past my line of safety, my line of defense, it's time for you to make a counter. And out of that, and I've heard a lot of people in this move, I will set people up. I will go here, let them reach, see you later. Rapid behind the back, spin, right? But the main thing, as I said, footwork. When they're being physical, it helps you out. You know exactly where they are. They take the guessing out of it for you. And then primarily, once you get to this point, he's here, and I step and do my footwork, I'm not trying to race him. I'm trying to get him all balanced, keep him here on the side, and then boom, I have scoring options. I can do my step back, I can counter, I can body him up here and go hard for the floater at an angle, not squared up this way so he can block it. Doesn't matter the size of the defender, but if you go at an angle, you have a chance to shoot over him, right? So the main thing is footwork. Get comfortable with your footwork. Sometimes y'all think your handle gotta be super tight on a string. Y'all all not gonna be Kyrie Irving. You're not. If you go through the list of professionals, male and female, I'm trying to tell you, everybody's handle is not on a string. It's good. Don't mistake me to think it's trash. It's not trash. They have good ball handling skills, but their footwork is excellent. Their angles are excellent.
Timing.
They mastered their finishes. They have the reps in so they don't panic. Notice every time you watch these college teams, professional teams play, the point guard gets pressure full court, what are they doing? You don't see them panicking. They're calm. They're like, yo, clear out. I got it, go ahead. Literally, they catch the ball in bounds like this here. They catch the ball in, hop step, square up, see what they have. Do this, clear out the space. Now it's one-on-one. Literally, all you need is 4 dribbles total. to get them at a disadvantage. They don't just dribble here, waste it, that's a waste. You're in triple threat position here, hezzy, step and go. Here, hezzy again, clear through, stay low, reset, right? So I'm staying low, my hand that's free is always here. I never need to panic and do this here. He's not gonna get me off balance. Doesn't matter what he does, he can push me down to the ground. If I am on the ground dribbling, I'm gonna keep my dribble and keep that separation every time. That's how confident I am in my dribble. But that first starts off by getting the reps in, whether you're at a wall, with the partner doing touches here, right? Working on your hand speed. You gotta get comfortable at this situation like this.
And dribbling harder too.
And dribbling the ball harder. Yep, so if you wanna get better with handling pressure, the key is put yourself in pressure situations as much as possible and do drills that simulate those hard situations.
One more tip, last one, my fault. Hang time. Talk about this a lot. One thing I noticed as I got to college, I tried not to let the ball just hang in the air as much.
Timing the dribble.
So, that too. So when the ball is, another thing with y'all crossovers, when y'all are crossing over against a smaller defender or somebody with long arms, you gotta see where they are, hands and what they're doing. One thing I always do, know my angle, I'm always crossing back this way, but the timing of when the ball leaves one hand to the other is as short as possible. So I'm going here, and that's as much time as you get, all right?
Show them the other way.
This way?
Yep.
So if I don't have any time between when the ball is leaving my left hand to my right, that's gonna make things a lot harder for him to steal the ball. And then at that point, you're playing angles and then shoulder, all of that, easy.
And it'll be easier to read the defender too because they get so frustrated because your gaps are like so small from your release point to accepting the ball. They're gonna try and jump ahead of time. That's where you hezzy him and embarrass him.
Yep.
Right? So if he's trying to do that negative, it's a negative crossover. He's starting with his left and he's going back this way. If I cheat that, he can literally, it turns into a double cross from an angle. Yep, just like that. Instead of trying to dribble straight up to me, y'all kill me with this, yo. You dribble up, double cross like this. He's still between you and the basket, bro. Like you gotta create a disadvantage. Go to angle and then try to hit them with a combo move, right? So y'all play too much 2K. That's the problem. That's what I'm saying. It works in the video.
Oh yeah, shit, go time.
Work in real life.
Timing too.
Timing of the dribble. So there's so much for throwing at y'all. I hope y'all appreciate it. Like and subscribe.
Get a
Tell
note.
your friends about it.
Get a notepad. Pen.
So this dribble is easy to time. Okay? Quicker guards, smaller than me, they gonna run through that. Yeah, it's a nightmare. What I would rather do, and I've noticed this too, like during ball handling drills, we preset and we circle it off. Keep your hand on top and just flick the wrist. This is a harder dribble to time. And in addition to this, you can react a lot quicker because the basketball is hitting your hand a lot faster. So to decrease the time of your dribble, notice how you start your moves, flicking the wrist, not going arms, doing this here. There's a time and place, but not when you're being pressured. So I go here, dribble like this here, right? And then from this position here, hard dribble switch to look to make my moves from that position, okay? And then change the levels of your dribble when you're going. So I'm not gonna stay here and be robotic on my moves. I'm stepping, changing speeds, and the moment I go downhill, I break the level where his hip is, my shoulders get even lower, and I'm initiating contact and being strong. It's all mental. I'm expecting him to foul. I'm surprised if he doesn't. I'm expecting a foul, and I'm acting like I'm playing street ball. There are no referees. When that's in your mindset, you'll be able to handle contact that much better.
I think that was good.
I think it's excellent.
Yeah.
Coach Breeden.
Coach G.
Or Coach John. Whatever, same guy. We'll holler at y'all later.
Peace.
Hezzy. Oh, yeah, no, that's a foul. That's definitely a foul.